Hello, and welcome to President Time again. Today we're going to talk about President number 35, John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy. But before we talk about him, let's review the president we talked about last time, Dwight D. Eisenhower. Go ahead and yell out anything you remember about Dwight D. Eisenhower. Yes, he was 2 terms. He was the first to be on a colored television. Let's see, the first satellite was launched into space. He had 2 sons. He was from the state of Texas. He loved to golf. His face was on the silver dollar. All right, Dwight Eisenhower. His terms were up, and now we have John F. Kennedy, known as JFK, just like FDR. Now, John Kennedy was from the state of Massachusetts. Massachusetts is this little purple state over here. Boston is in Massachusetts. All right, when he was born, his family was very wealthy. That means they were very rich. And they were one of the wealthiest families in our country. And get this, when he turned 21, you know what he got for his birthday? $1 million. Can you imagine getting $1 million on your birthday? No, I can't either. All right, so he loved athletics. He loved tennis and football and swimming and sailing. Let's see. He was very handsome. He was very handsome, and people liked him. And the true trivia is JFK is on a $50 coin. So a 50-cent piece, if you get some coins out, if you have a 50-cent coin, JFK is on there. And let's see, he was the youngest person to be elected president at 43 years old. And he was president for 2 years. And he was married to Jacqueline, who was very beautiful. And Jacqueline and John Kennedy had 2 sons and 1 daughter. How many is that? 2 plus 1 equals 3. All right. He said when he was president, he would have while he was president, by the end of the decade, that United States would have a man on the moon. And unfortunately, it didn't happen while he was president, but it did happen by the end of the decade in 1969. We sent up a spaceship and it landed on the moon. All right, JFK. Now, he was only president for 2 years. In his first term, he was in Dallas, Texas, in a parade. And back then, the president, he sat on the top of a convertible. You know, the top comes down, and he and Jacqueline were sitting on the top of the convertible. And unfortunately, someone was not happy, and somebody shot him. And so he ended up dying. And remember, when a president dies, the vice president becomes the president. Let's see. And when he was shot and killed, that was one of the biggest things on TV ever. Over 4 days, it was all on the TV and can be seen. And it was a very sad time in our country. So I bet if you ask your grandparents about that, they'll remember that. All right. John F. Kennedy, JFK. Here is Jacqueline. Jacqueline. She was a very beautiful woman. And she always said that raising her children was one of the most important jobs she ever had. That's true for any parent. And while she was the first lady, she had the whole White House renovated and redone. The whole thing. And everybody could see it on TV. Pets. You're always excited about the pets. Well, he had some pets. There's 2 pages here. They had a pony named Macaroni. Macaroni liked to pull John and Caroline around on a sled. And that was one of their Christmas cards, a picture on one of their Christmas cards one year. And Macaroni got to wander all around the White House lawn and just kind of do whatever Macaroni wanted. They also had some dogs. And I'm going to flip the book back here. Somebody from Russia gave Caroline a puppy. And this puppy was the daughter of a dog from Russia that was the first dog to go in space. And that dog's name was Pushinka. Pushinka means fluffy in Russian. And when they got brought, here's Pushinka's dad, was one of the first dogs in space. And they brought Pushinka back home, and they already had a dog, a terrier named Charlie. Well, Charlie and Pushinka fell in love. And guess what? They had 4 puppies. And the puppies' names were Butterfly, White Tips, Blackie, and Streaker. Ready for the silly picture? Here's the silly picture. It shows John F. Kennedy in space. Even though he didn't live to see it, his dream and his goal was achieved. So that's pretty awesome. John F. Kennedy. Now, I went ahead and put all of the presidents on this poster here with the little song. I always told you we were going to learn the song about the presidents. So now's a good time as any. So it goes like this. Let's see if we can do this. Zoom it in. Can you see it well enough? I listed them all, but we're not going to say them all. I'm just going to stop with John F. Kennedy. So it goes like this. History's full of people and times, but you can learn them with this rhyme. Presidents of the USA have made our country great today. Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Van Buren, Harrison, Tyler, Polk, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, and Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, Hayes, Garfield, Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland, McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Wilson, Harding, and Coolidge, Hoover, Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy. Oh, I'm going to stop right there. So that's our song. I have it on the CD, but I don't think they'll let me play the CD. But if you go to YouTube and you type in Dr. Jean President Song, you can find that. But I don't think she goes all the way to Trump. I don't think the song is updated, but you can just add your own because that's what we do. I think she might even stop at Bush. All right. So that's our president for today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.